Rise and shine, everyone. It is Friday, 6 o'clock. Jason and Alicia here with you. Hope you slept well last night because a lot of folks didn't. Take a look at these new pictures and videos from your neighborhoods. If you were texted us this is golf ball-sized hail that fell in parts of the metro. And Adler sent us this video of quarter-sized hail falling in Hollandale. It was a noisy night for a lot of folks.
For sure. So let's bring in Guy. The storms have moved on out, but you're tracking some other stuff that might pop up later.
Yeah, and take a look at the reports from yesterday. Most of these reports, hail. You had a few reports of some damaging wind gusts and some downed trees here in the metro. I really wish it brought more rain. It seems like it just wanted to dump some hail because that was really the common report yesterday afternoon and evening. I am tracking some more isolated showers and storms, not as widespread as yesterday, and I'll get to that here in just a little bit if you're getting ready to step out. Temperatures already in the upper 60s, close to 70 degrees with dew points in the low 60s, so it is humid. You'll feel that warming up to near 80 by 10 a.m. By 11 this morning, we're already above the 80-degree mark. Also, I'm tracking air quality alerts as well all across the state as wildfire smoke returns back to the forecast, affecting our air quality over the weekend. So sunshine filtered, if any, we'll just continue to monitor that for you. I have current air quality also coming up here in just a little while. Megan?
Good morning. We're starting off in St. Paul this morning at Maryland Avenue as you're getting onto 35E northbound. So this vehicle was on its side just minutes ago. Looks like they're moving cameras here. But good news, law enforcement is starting to leave the scene, so things seem to be clearing up here. Anticipating this to get cleared up pretty soon this morning. And then also on 494, more good news at France. It is moving along a lot better than it was about 25 minutes ago. So that's good news as you're heading into Bloomington, where we are seeing some slowdowns right now because of construction. But just, plan ahead this morning because you could run into some traffic, especially in this area. Alicia and Jason.
Megan, thank you. Let's get to our top story this morning. Many of you waking up to a much calmer morning after storms rolled through the metro in the last 8 hours.
And this morning we're getting a firsthand look at the damage out there. So take a look at this image our crews got from a scene in North Minneapolis. You can see right there was a tree that was crushing a car. Just a few hours ago, we learned a 17-year-old was in the front driver's seat when all of that happened. Our Cece Gaines is live at the scene with new details this morning. Cece, what have you learned?
Oh, so we are this morning waiting for a little bit of more information from police this morning about the situation, but the teen's family did tell us that he is okay this morning, so that is good news. But let's take a closer look at this situation. Take a look at this tree here. It's just massive, and it's on its side this morning. What we do know is that the 17-year-old was actually at work. If we take over here, you can see the car. Works private security. His supervisor says he was in the front driver's seat, reclined back. So really, if you take a look closely here, the tree just barely missed him. You see the windshield is smashed in this side of the car. You can't get into it anymore because the tree is on that side. He had to get out on the other side. And even that window on that side, the glass was smashed too. He was taken to HCMC with minor injuries. Now, most of you saw scenes like this, though, coming up in this video just a few hours ago. This is video from right by the Xcel Energy Center in St. Paul. Just listen to how loud the hail was and how heavy the rain was coming down. The rain slowly, of course, letting up as the night goes on, but in the thick of it, it was very loud, very heavy. Coming up in about 30 minutes, we're going to show you more video from across the metro, some from the highway of drivers having to pull off to the side. We're going to show you all of that coming up in 30 minutes. Jason, Alicia.
That image behind you, Cece, the tree completely crunching that front seat. It's wild that driver is okay this morning.
This close to it being much worse.
All right, Cece, thank you.
And before you start your day, make sure you download the free KARE 11 weather app. It'll give you personalized forecasts and live radar to help you plan your weekend events. You can find it wherever you get your apps, or you can scan that QR code on your screen right now.
Right now, we are 2 hours away from a new air quality alert going into effect. This alert impacts all of Minnesota as levels are expected to reach the orange category. That's considered unhealthy for sensitive groups. The alert is expected to be lifted tomorrow afternoon at 3.
I'm Gordon Severson. The latest drought report shows 100% of the state is abnormally dry or worse right now. The Minnesota Department of Agriculture held a drought stakeholder meeting with farmers to hear their concerns. State leaders say hay prices are starting to go up, and they could go up even higher as the summer goes on. That could affect food prices later this year. The state fair says their hay reserves are looking good right now. They buy their hay months ahead of time, so they're hopeful there will be enough hay to cover all 12 days of the fair.
6:05 on the clock. This morning, more than $1 million in grant money is coming to Ramsey County to help communities combat car thefts and carjackings. This is on top of crime-fighting funding from 2 years ago that allowed the country to create a special response unit that's recovered hundreds of stolen cars. It's also helped place dozens of youth into programming to keep them off the streets.
Ever since then, we've seen great successes, and at least in our part of the cities, we've seen carjackings in particular plummet to a very low number.
St. Paul police say car thefts have dropped around 30% from last year. Minneapolis public crime data shows a nearly 70% increase. The Red Lake Nation will be the first to sell recreational marijuana in Minnesota starting on August 1st. The tribe will sell the newly legal pot at a dispensary on the Red Lake Reservation and will sell to tribal and non-tribal members. Retail sales in most of the rest of the state aren't expected to start until 2025 after the new Office of Cannabis Management sets up its regulatory framework.
If you're taking a flight this afternoon, heads up. Delta Airlines employees are set to rally at MSP International. Workers, including flight attendants, will be calling on the airline to allow a free and fair union election. Similar rallies are happening at other airports around the country. The rally begins at 3 p.m. at the departures level at Terminal 1. Right now, the United States Postal Service says it needs more workers.
Yeah, they've been battling a massive shortage since the pandemic. That's why next month, USPS is offering a first-of-its-kind hiring hub right here in the Twin Cities. The hub will be complete with computer access, extra staff, applications, even fingerprinting to streamline the entire process. Leaders with USPS say these jobs go beyond letter carriers. They can also lead to a lifelong career.
If you have a desire to get into IT or transportation or sales or media, depending on where you want to go, we can get you there.
The hiring hub in downtown Minneapolis opens on August 1st, and another one is coming to St. Paul later next month. USPS is hoping to hire 600 letter carriers and 90 clerks across Minnesota and North Dakota. It is the Twin Cities' biggest rock event of the summer. TC Summerfest kicks off in a few hours over at Target Field in downtown Minneapolis.
Yeah, it should be pretty fun. The two-day music festival features big names like The Killers and Imagine Dragons. So we sent Eva to Target Field with more on everything you need to know. Hey, Eva.
Well, as they said here, when the Twins are away, music will play, and that's exactly what is going to happen all this weekend. You can see behind me how this beautiful field has been transformed into a concert venue to host big acts. Tonight, Death Cab for Cutie and The Killers among them, and tomorrow, Imagine Dragons among several other names. So pretty exciting. Now, they've been setting up since Tuesday. We have some video of that setup. They partnered with the same event company that was behind Summer Jam in Shakopee, so that's how they're getting everything out onto the field. And this isn't the only big music event that they've hosted this summer. T-Pain was here in June, and coming up on August 10th will be Pink. But as for this weekend, there will be plenty of other concert-like activities you can hit up if you show up here. Of course, there will be concessions. There will also be henna tattoos, hair embellishments, so all kinds of fun things to create a festival atmosphere. Tickets are still available. There are some tonight as well as tomorrow. That's where you can get the cheapest tickets. Remember, that's Imagine Dragons. They start at $74. You can head to tcsummerfest.com to grab those tickets. Guys?
All right, yeah, Target Field is going to be rocking here over the next few days. It's going to be a good time. Eva Anderson reporting live. Thank you.
Let's give you a live look on this Friday morning.